Commentary Booth is a show for media lovers by media lovers just like you. If you want to support the show, go to pariomagazine.com.au. So then the other movie we checked out, another brand new one this week, the new sports drama on Netflix starring Adam Sandler as an NBA scout for the 76ers. Hustle, what did you think of that movie?
Thought it was pretty good. A different take on an Adam Sandler movie. I wasn't like traditionally, don't expect him in this sort of movie. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I think it's interesting because it's based on the 76ers and him being a scout and the politics around some of his choices as well, which I thought was interesting with some of the drama that the 76ers have been having in the last few years with their back office and coaching staff and picking players and seeming to destroy a lot of good players' careers.
Or just letting great players slide.
Picking people over other people in the draft when they probably shouldn't. And so I think it was, I really enjoyed it. Probably for the highlight for me is Anthony Edwards. As a basketball player, I love him, and I dead set reckon his character would have been very unscripted. Some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth so he plays. Who's he play? Kermit.
Kermit Wilt Washington. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the number one, the rival to the main character Bo.
Yep.
And the trash talk that he does, I reckon, would have just been all Ant. Like, it's just seeing the way he plays, and I just reckon it would mean him coming up with his normal trash talk that he does when he plays. I just thought it was really interesting and cool.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed this movie. You hadn't seen Uncut Gems before seeing this, had you?
No. Still haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so that's why this came as quite a big tonal shift in terms of Adam Sandler movies for you, because I assume the last one you seen was probably like Deuce Bigelow or something like that.
Oh, I'd be like,
Billy Madison or something.
Yeah, that to me, the Adam Sandler movies are Billy Madison. Wow, I can't even remember the name. The golf one. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, that's it.
Yeah, that's like those sort of movies. And I haven't seen a lot of Adam Sandler movies in the last couple of years. And it's just
So to see this one take a more serious tone with, there are still funny elements in this one, but it's definitely not a comedy. It's more of a drama.
Yeah.
But for me, having seen Uncut Gems, this was still a tonal shift, but not as strong, because Uncut Gems is very dramatic, and it's all about basically a diamond dealer or something, and he has like this crazy gambling addiction on NBA. So it's all about him like borrowing money from the mob and then gambling and then hoping he makes enough to cover his debts, and it's like a super stressful watch, whereas this was definitely more lighthearted, family friendly, happy-go-lucky like sports movie.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed.
And Adam Sandler is a NBA super fan, so it's good that he's sort of bringing in his passions a little bit.
I feel like this is just him like wanting to hang out with Dr. J and LeBron and all the players, and it's like, let's just make a movie about it and I'll star in it and get to hang out with all these guys, and it's working.
Yeah, and I find it interesting, like based in Philly, but there was such a limited Philly players as well. Like there was like obviously Dr. J from the past, but like there was only Matisse and Tobias Harris. Who else was there from Philly? Seth Curry back when he was a Philly player. It wasn't like, but there seemed to be a lot of other NBA players from.
Yeah, they got players from all around the country. Like we said, Bo Cruz, the main character, is played by Hernan Gomez from the Utah Jazz. Anthony Edwards plays Kermit. They got the NBA commentator Kenny Smith to play Leon Rich, which was cool.
Yep.
And then in terms of cameos, we've got Trey Young, Jordan Clarkson, Chris Middleton, Aaron Gordon, Kyle Lowry, Seth Curry, Luka Doncic was a cool one. Like just him basically doing like an Instagram live thing.
And Dirk,
Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, Julius Erving, Charles Barkley, Shaq, Allen Iverson, Dirk Nowitzki, basically just doing a FaceTime call. That was a cool one.
Yeah, I reckon a bit of Adam Sandler just want to be like, yeah, I'm mates with this guy. Like,
yeah.
If I was in his circle, I'd probably be calling random famous people as well, just for a chat, just to show that I can have it.
Doc Rivers was in there as well. And then I think one of my favorite ones was Boban Marjanovic just playing a 22-year-old Russian.
Didn't Big Serbian, wasn't it? Didn't even have a name. He was just referred to as Big Serbian.
The Big Serbian. That's right. In the credits, just says Big Serbian.
I think that was really good. He is a good-looking man, Boban.
I feel like that echoed like everyone's thoughts when he like made his debut for the Spurs. Everyone's like, how old is this guy?
Yeah, how old? Like, where did he come from?
And then his 10-year-old son that looked about 28.
Oh yeah.
And then they also got the street ballers in there as well. That was another cool like little element.
Yeah, got a good mix of players and anyway, I find it interesting like why some got to play themselves and then others had to play someone else, play a character. Like and I still reckon
it wasn't just like the gigantic players like Dirk and Luka Doncic that were themselves. Like it was random guys were themselves, and then others that were big stars were like a character. It was strange, but cool.
Yeah, no, definitely good. It's always good to see Shaq in a movie. Best basketball movie in the last 12 months, 18 months. Better acting than Space Jam.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely better acting than Space Jam.
If I was an NBA player, I would have preferred to be in that one than Space Jam.
I was surprised like LeBron is like listed as a producer. But he didn't actually pop up in the movie, which was a bit of a surprise. I wonder if that was just like might have been a contracting issue with Universal or whatever. I think it was Universal or Warner Brothers or someone that did Space Jam where he couldn't appear in another company's movie for X amount of time or something. But
I didn't realize that. His name.
Yeah, so he's probably helped get a lot of these guys signed on to play parts in the movie. But yeah, like it does a great job of giving you that insight into the turmoil at the 76ers. Like I saw a tweet the other day when the Celtics are in the finals at the moment. One of the tweets was the 76ers could have had 4 or 5 of the players that are now on the Celtics in the finals.
They would have been able to have Jason Tatum, but they took Markelle Fultz.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been able to have Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Did they take over Smart? Probably Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it was just a tweet that just had like it listed 4 or 5 of the Celtics players that
they had Al Horford for a couple of seasons and just might as well have paid him a lot of money for nothing.
Paid him to play for the Celtics, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is as a Netflix movie, really well done. Like I didn't have after Uncut Gems, I was expecting really good things, and I was expecting it to be more closely aligned with that in terms of a tense, serious movie. But like, I really enjoyed the little twist of it's a serious drama, but it's got funny elements in there, and it just has that classic sports drama movie where it builds up. And you think that they're finally going to achieve their dream, and then there's a hurdle, and then training montage, back to great stuff.
Still a bit predictable at the end, but I think still, yeah, very good, very well done.
In terms of some of the trivia I found, obviously the main character Bo in the movie is Spanish. Apparently, the original script, he was supposed to be Chinese, but then due to pressure from Netflix, they were asked to change that because Netflix doesn't do business in China. So they were like, can we change that, please? Yeah, they definitely couldn't have got Hernan Gomez to play Bo as a random Chinese dude.
Yeah.
So, nice little change, but I think it probably worked out better in terms of...
Yeah, and I think like, the whole lead up, being over in that Europe and trying to find that next big thing.
I can't imagine there's a ton of scouts for the NBA, China, and Asia in general.
Yeah, you look at the NBA, the big players at the moment are all from Europe.
Yeah.
Not Novak, that's tennis. The Joker.
Yeah.
Doncic. Like they're all Giannis, they're all Europe based. That's where they're getting all these superstars from at the moment.
Yeah, so it definitely makes more sense. Like,
yeah,
I think the only reason they would have made it a Chinese character would have been to try and get Chinese investment, but
that's where the NBA wants to head to because that's where the money is.
Yeah, but then obviously it wouldn't have been a Netflix movie if that was the case. It would have been on some other random streaming service, and the quality probably would have been much lower. Yeah. In terms of your top recommendation for the week, which one would you pick out of these two movies?
I think for me, Top Gun. It's going to be an iconic movie, I reckon. It's going to be a movie that if you're in your group of friends talking about a movie and you haven't seen it, people will give you crap because that's what Top Gun was sort of from our group. If there's someone who hadn't seen Top Gun, they're always that weird little kid in the corner.
Yeah. You look at someone like, why have you not seen it?
How have you not seen
It's like not seeing The Lion King or something.
Yeah, I think that's what this one's going to be. It'll be a movie that people will still be watching in a few years' time. So I think it's definitely one that would be worth seeing at the cinemas, especially because it's such a good bit of footage on the big screen and the sound is so good.
Yeah, I'm super happy we went and saw it at the movies rather than waiting for it to hit a streaming service. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna rewatch it when it hits Paramount, but I think if you can get out and see it before it leaves the cinemas.
Yeah, with the big sound systems and that, it just makes you feel like you're there with the jets all around, and definitely I think that would be my pick of the movies.
I'm a little jealous we don't have 4D cinemas like they have in America at the moment. Like, this movie is playing in 4D cinemas in the US, and I think that would be a hell of an experience. So you get the 3D goggles, obviously, so you get the 3D, but then your seat moves and rumbles. It blows like wind and stuff on you. I was like, that sounds like it'd be a hell of an experience.
That'd be cool.
This movie. And like I said, I think it will be one that stands a test of time because it is all actual in-camera footage. There's no like crazy CGI and weird effects like that. It's not going to age terribly in 5 years' time. Look back on it like some of these other CGI movies and go, that looks horrible. Whereas this...
That looks horrible now.
This one, like the original, is going to look good for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
So Top Gun for me as well. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for listening to the commentary booth. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to rate, review, and subscribe on podcast services and on YouTube. You can follow Adam on Instagram at freedom.advisory for all of your accounting tips. And you can follow me on social media at Cameos Media and at Pario Magazine. Thanks for coming on the show, and we will catch you around the bend later.
Thanks, App Study.
The Commentary Booth is a fan-funded production of Jamie Apps Media. You can support the podcast alongside our magazine, Pario Magazine, on Patreon at patreon.com/JamieAppsMedia. The following people supported at the community support group level or higher, and you cannot fathom how incredibly appreciative we are for their support. Brian and June Hart, Blake Robinson, Karina Renee, Courtney Paulson, Darren Hatcliffe, Jackson Carr, and Tracy Apps.